And welcome to part 29, where we have this little mini gauntlet here. And where was Sonic aiming there? I guess maybe the wizard was in, like, the hitbox was, all I can think of was the wizard was in mid, like, the hitbox was in mid circular pattern, like, the hitbox counted it as on the top of the screen where Sonic was aiming at the time when I threw it, but it was clearly on the bottom. Anyway, fire damage is actually pretty deadly in this game, to be honest. As you can probably see, and I'm not really caring at the moment, I am on fire and it hurts. Plain and simple. But, yeah. I wonder how the foot sweep hits the flying enemies, to be honest. Ouch! Curses, be ouchie. Oh, well, I actually can't blame Sonic on this one. If a giant bee that size hit me, that would probably hurt too. Well, that's probably why I hate Cazadors so much in Fallout New Vegas, but that's for another time. So, yeah. Over here, there's 4 different colored gems. Over here, somewhere, there's a red gem. In the middle pathway that's covered with all... There's the red gem. In the middle pathway that's covered with all the trees in the middle, somewhere in there is a green gem. Up here is a gauntlet, which I die to. Yeah, this is a very brutal gauntlet. And as you can see, the medics are doing their job. I really do hate medics in video games when enemies can heal each other, especially when it's annoying enemies with high health bars like the purplish dark Gaia dudes. It sucks. At least if you're a completionist, unlike me, if you want to get everything and if you die here, I don't think you have to regain anything. So, like, you don't have to come back if you collect the records or the sun medal and whatever. And I don't think there's any doors that opens up, so yeah. So I'm putting up a valiant effort here, starting my Unleash meter with the attack claws on to try and do my best, but it's all for naught in the end because, well, let's see what kills me this time. But, yeah, these things just have so many respawning things, and I don't know what the purple ones do, now that I think about it. I think the purple... Oh wait, that's a red one. I think I got a little colorblind there, then. Sorry, is that purple, or are those the... I can't tell, but... If... Oh, I got a full heal from something. Okay. Anyway, if I can say anything based off a guess, the purple ones do the exact same thing as the red ones and the blue ones combined. But, anyway, since I'm just beating up mooks here, and yeah, I'm trying to do the finishing combos to try and get higher score, because I'm trying to not look bad at games. But because their health bar is so high, I'm just getting pelted. Yeah, because you take damage when you fail a quick time event, and they regain health. That is stupid, and down I go. Ugh. Now I have to beat these guys again. Ugh. Oh, well apparently here's where the blue gem was. I think I was trying to hit one of grab the, like, water barrels, but I guess it locked onto the blue gem, and I can't remember what I was thinking, but I think it was on the lines of, okay, now to throw the water. Wait, this isn't a barrel. Anyway, for all you fan artists out there, I have another little idea for you guys, like I kinda did in the last episode with the Heartless Kingdom Hearts version of Sonic, the Werehog and the Darkspine Sonic. Here's the challenge. What kind of class would the Sonic characters be? Like, I was mentioning, like, a little joke to my friend, the Superfire 5, about, could you imagine Sonic with the TF2 Scout voice? And that got me thinking, okay, what would all the classes be in terms of the Sonic characters? Sonic would obviously be the Scout, and Tails would obviously be the Engineer. Now, what would the other classes be? Me personally, I would say Vector would be the Heavy, since Big the Cat is officially retired from Sega. SVO would... There's that same problem again with the barrels, but anyway. SVO would obviously be the Spy, because he can turn invisible. Shadow would be the Soldier. Sorry, I always forget what all the class names are in TF2, and I'm sorry if I'm pissing some of you guys off, but for kicks, I would say Charmy B would be the Sniper, just for laughs, since he has like I just think that would just be kind of silly and whatnot. But on all seriousness, Cream would be the Medic, I would imagine. Rouge the Bat would be the Demo Knight, not the Demo Knight, the regular Demo Man. While Knuckles is the Demo Knight because he's going in swinging melee and whatnot, while Rouge actually is smart and flings bombs. And then I thought long and hard on who the Pyro could be, and the only one that I can think of who would make a good Pyro would be Amy Rose. Mainly because they're both insane. On all seriousness, I'm sorry, now I'm imagining, like, the videos that Valve did with all the TF2 puzzles. I can just imagine that with Sonic characters, but anyway, yeah, I can see those classes being those Sonic characters. Plus, if anything, Amy Rose with the hammer is about as close as it can get to the Pyro Power Jack in the actual game, so kind of makes sense in my personal opinion. That, and it would give Sonic a better reason to run away from her, but but I'm just joking around. But anyway, I should talk a little bit more about the actual gameplay here. So I grabbed all the gems, they're in those locations. These are fire geysers of poorly hidden sun metal. And these fire geysers should not really be too much of a threat. Mainly because you can plainly see them. Now these ones can be a threat because you kind of need to jump over them. These ones especially, since you kind of need to jump a little bit. Now I didn't know this at the time, but looking over and recording, and apparently the Dark Gaia eel things came as for a turn. But anyway, oh right, yeah, dang it, I keep losing my train of thought. Sorry, those fire geysers that I climbed up a minute ago. Basically what happened there is there's only one row, so you can get up there without taking fire damage, but if you want but there's one fire geyser on the sun metal, so if you want the sun metal, you kinda need that. And also, it's a trap! Also, I don't remember if they do or don't, but I think if you leave the fire Dark Gaia dudes alone for too long, they actually relight themselves on fire, and I just ran into that electric. Ow. But yeah, don't quote me on that one, but I think that's what happens. Now, I think that one actually worked, how it's kind of supposed to, how you're supposed to throw it at the right time and it electrocutes the said mook. But as you can see, even though it's in water, and if Pokemon's taught me anything, water is weak to electricity, that thing didn't go down. But, yeah, unfortunately the small puddle is weaker than Sonic. Because apparently you can't just push the block next to each other, and here's where I realize I have to push the block all the way to the side. The other side. Anyway, by the way, behind me there are pillars. If you use the block, you can grab, I believe, a moon medal, but you need to be faster than